You're all welcome to Suepro School Management System, and this is our dashboard, how it look like, and this is where you can minimize the sidebar, increase to have a full screen, and this is where you have a shortcut. This is student admission, salary payments, leave application, and live class rooms or virtual class due fees and fees payments. Invoice. Here you can search for students, any students. This is where you search for any students. Here also, this is where on this place, this visit homepage. If the school doesn't have a site, a website, the sales officer will have to create a site, a website, a front view or a front site for them. So if the sales officer have created one for the school, this is where the admin or the school management will click to view the front end from this place. Once you click here, it will take you to the front end, but for now there's no front end installed in this demo. Secondly, this is a section where you have your section, school section, academic section. We have 219 to 220 and so on. So we are in 2023 to 2024 section. Now if you select this 2020 and 2021 section, every input in this system will be going to this place. For example, if I select 2020 to 2021, if I want to admit students, it will go into this academic section. So if you insert, for example, I select 2021, then I will admit students. Then later on change it to this 2024. If I search for the student I inserted, I won't say it because I checked in with 2021, not 2024. Not this. Secondly, is this language where you select your languages. We have different kinds of languages here: English, any kind of language you want, they're all here. And thirdly, is this notifications. This is where you receive your notifications. This is the user, the admin, super admin, even admin or the teacher, the the staff can change their password. We remove the password because this is a demo, so that so that people won't change the password. So we removed it, or we commented the password, reset password here. So you won't be able to change the password in this demo. We removed it in case. So this is a profile where you click to see your profiles, members, global settings, and logouts. So let's get down to this. In this place, this is it. We have only two samples of branches. We have Lagos State branch and Abia State branch, and this is where you see all your branches you've created. Now, for example, if the school has up to 10 branches, it will all appear here. They will all appear here. All those branches created for the schools will be listed here. For example, and if you click on any of them, it shows you the details, the summary. It shows the summary of the school, or the branch. Now, for example, the summary of this Lagos State and the summary of Abia State branch can be the same thing. Let's check it out. Now, for example, let me click on this Lagos State branch. When I click on Lagos State branch, I will see the summary. This is summary, how it is. This is summary. Now we have some payment of fees already made, and we have two employees and two students, two parents, and just a teacher. Now we also have attendance also indicated here. Admission is 2. We have 2 voucher, and the rest transport 1 and room 1. Now when you check on Abia State branch, there's nothing there. It's empty because we've not added anything in this Abia State branch. So there's difference between Lagos State branch and Abia State branch. They are all different. If you click on each branch, you will see the summary here. The summary appears here or display here. So next is inventory. Here, inventory. These are the products. For example, if a company brings a product to sell, for example, a company wants to sell a product to school. This is where they insert every product they want to sell to the school. Now, for example, this company uh, brought in a product and you want to sell it to the school. So this is where they will insert the products. You create the product, and this is just like a list of a dummy data we've inserted. These ones here, so you can edit, you can delete, you can edit from this place, and you can also delete from this place. Now, for example, if you want to create a product, you click on create products. In this create product, you insert any kind of product you want to insert from this place. You insert it. For example, now on a quick one, this category, product category, this study materials and co. If you want to insert this product category, you will go to this category to insert all those categories, so it will be easier for you to include when adding when creating a product. So let's go to category. Don't forget, after you are done creating the products, after you are done creating the product here from this place, after you are done creating the product, don't forget to click on save. You have to add all these things to. You have to add. I will show you how to add this product, this purchase units, set unit, and co. I will show you how to. So after you might have done adding all these things, you click on save. So let's go to category. This is the category from this place. You select first. You select the branch you want to add the category. Now I click on Lagos State branch and I will insert the category. Now, for example, we have the company want to sell either shoe, or anything to the school, and this is where you add the category first. So if you add the category here and click on save, it will appear here. They will all appear here. So you will now list those things, and you have to set it up for the school, or you teach the admin how to set this up. It will be easier for them to add. Now, for example, you can add shoes, sandals, books, and lots more, pen and lots more. So after you are done clicking inserting from this place, you click on save. It will appear here, or it will be displayed here. They will all be displayed here. Thirdly is the store. Whenever a company comes to sell a product to the school, they must have a store. This is just like a multi-vendor. You know, when you have a multi-vendor site, e-commerce sites, you are selling in that site. You are selling. So now you are trying to sell to the school. So you must have a shop in the school. You must have a shop in this system, rather. So once you bring a product to sell to the school, a product will be created first. A category, the admin will create a category for initially. He will create the category first. If the category is not listed in this category, if the product category is not listed, he can impute it from this place, as I showed you before previously. Now after that, he will create a store for the company. Now you go here to create a store. You create a store. This is where you create a store name, store code, and code, everything. After much, you click on save. Now let's go to supplier. In this supplier, the supplier is just the person that brought the product to the school. The person, the let's say personal details. The person that brought it, who brought the product to the school. This is where you include name, the person's name, where it's coming from, the supplier, just like a supply name. This is where you include the name, Ikeja, where address, phone number, email, company name, and co. The item he brought to sell to this school. that's all for here. You click on edit, you can also delete it. Unity, unit. This unit is just like to insert either if is a dozen, is it a piece of pen or just a pair of shoe. You get it? So this is where you include those things. You include those things. If probably is dozen units, that this is where you include it. So once you include those things there, it will be easier for you to insert when you are creating products. When you might have inserted all those things here. If you insert all these things, one, don't forget I said you must insert or create a category. After that, you create a store. After creating a store, supplier. After supplier, units. After unit, purchase and sales and issue. So let's go to purchase. Now, if the school eventually the products after they've supplied the product, and if they bought the product from the company, this is where they will impute it. If for record purposes, if they bought the product from the company, this is where they include it. They will include it and write supplier and everything, store name and how much they've paid and everything. If they've paid for it, this is where they will include everything, how much and how much they bought it. Everything is included from this place. Is included from this place. You click on after everything, you click on save. Purchase price. You click on save. This is where it is. Now, for example, this is the invoice for each product. Purchase. So you can see page and rest. So let's click on this bill view to see the invoice. When you click on bill view, you will see the invoice for each product or for each item. These are the product and the invoice for each item. This is the payment history. This is, and this is for all. That's all for here. Then let's go to sales. In sales, this is all about when you are selling. Someone that buys from the school. If anybody buys from the school, you are selling out. You are selling out the products. So this is where you include it. If the school sells the product, this is where you include it. This is where you include it. You click on add sales. This is where you include it. After everything, you click on how much discounts, net payable, everything remarks. You click on create bill. You get. So on this aspect, you click on bill. Invoice. If you click on invoice, you'll see the invoice, because every product being sold or bought here has an invoice. This is the invoice here. And lastly, on this inventory, you have issue. This issue, if probably there's an issue, this is where you have to insert it. Add issue. This is where you have to insert it. If there's any issue, says to row, date of issue, due date and remark. This is where you have to insert it. There is nothing much here. So we are done with this. So let's go to branches. And now this branch here, if you want to include all these branches here, this is a Lagos State branch, Abia. So if you want to insert more branches like 10 branches or 20, so you have to go here to insert the branch. So if you click here, if you click on branch, these are Lagos State, as I showed you here. See, this is Lagos State, and this is Abia State, and this is all the branches we have in this demo software. So now if you click on create branch, this is where you include your branches. You fill the information. This is the logo. You can still change it. You can change the logo. You can change it. So this is where you insert many branches as you want. So front end. Yes, I talked about front end. Front end, same thing as I said before I started this tutorial or this video. This video actually, I thought about if the sales officer introduce this system to any school and the school doesn't have a website. They can choose to create a website for them through here. You can still choose to set a website for the school. I won't go in details to this. I won't go in details. So once they want us to create a site for them, we'll have a section for that to create it. So this is where the school will set, or the set admin will set these things for them. Settings, menu, page, manage page, slider. This is where the sales officer will manage the front end for them. From this place, this is where the sales officer can manage it for them to set it up, testimonial, service, FAQ, and gallery and co. Many of them. So if a site is being created for the school, the admin can view the site from this place. Once they click on here, it will take you to the site created. If the school doesn't have a website, this is where you can click to view from the admin side to view the front end designed by the company or by us. So I won't go in details in this. So this is all about two settings. Settings is quite easy. Is easy to create or to manipulate. It's quite easy. Let's go through it. Let's just quickly go through this. There's no front end, so that's it here. CMS title, this is just simple version. So once a site is created for the school, this is where you can change some things: logo, the color, theme color, everything, mobile number, email, and all this will be displayed in their own front end. So let's quickly go to reception. This reception is like a staff being employed in school to manage, or a front desk officer being employed to manage the school inquiries. For example, now this is a admission inquiry. Now, for example, let's click on this admission inquiry. When you click on this admission inquiry, this is the simple a demo a dummy data will inserted. Now, for example, this man came to our school to make inquiry about admission. He came to make inquiry. So the desk officer, the desk officer or the front desk officer should be able to include this thing. Now, this front desk officer doesn't have access to this admin. The person employed or the staff, every staff has their own login details. Now, this reception has its own login details. The person employed cannot be using the admin or the super admin to log in. No, he has or she has his own login details to insert all these queries. So but the admin will be overseeing everything going on. When she inserts, the admin will see everything from this place. So this is just like a backside, a back end of where the admin sees everything going on in the system. So once the front end officer inserts, now the admin can see it. So this is for example, this is she came to make this okay. The person's name is Samuel. The guardian father name Papa Sam. The mother name Iya Samuel. They came to make inquiry about the school, and the front desk officer included add inquiry. This is where you add inquiry. This is where you add inquiry. Previous school attended for the sons. The previous school attended. The father's name, mother's name, number of child, and co. After more everything, the admin can also insert, and the front desk officer can also insert. So these are two ways. You can click on save after then. So the admin can also insert. Why this notes? This section, this reception is meant for the receptionist to insert, not the admin. But the admin can equally serve to can equally add. He can also add. But it's meant for the front desk officer to do that. So they have their own login details. As I said earlier before, they have their own login details if you want to log in. Now also is this poster postal record. You know, here, if there is any kind of any web bill, any web bill from outside the school coming in, this is where the front desk officer inserted. They will insert it from this place. You add, for example, if there's anything sender, who sent it, receiver title, who received it, and so on. Date received, is it official, is it confidential? You can check it here. So this is the work of a receptionist or front desk officer to do. So next is a call log. This is a call log where the front desk officer can contact the parents, or if probably there's any kind of issues or fault in school. This is where the front desk officer contacts the person in charge. So after the contact, after calling the person, he will input all this in add call log. She or he must include all those call logs here for record purposes, for the school to go through it after either a month or 2 months, or yearly what's it called, yearly record or logs. They will go through it to check, for example, how the school has managed the call. So this is why we added this here. You can add call logs here from here, call type, call purpose, and the rest. Visitors log. Here you can add visitors log. This place. Now these are people that came to either notes. There is difference between visitors log and admission inquiry. This one came for admission, but this one is visitor log. Now, for example, if this person came to check another thing, not admission, there are two different things. Visitor log. He came to check for probably another thing, but not admission. So, but when it comes in terms of admission, the person, the front desk officer will include it here. But this one is a different thing, not okay. If you check visiting purpose, general, not for admission. So this is where you include it here. Add admission from this place, you will include it from this place. Number of visitors that can probably they want to see the management, you include it here. So next is the complaints. In this complaint, if there's any complaint from any father, any parent, or any guardian, this is where you include it. So once included, the admin. Now, for example, this is kind of what the front desk officer has sent. Is still pending, and the admin has to say this to attend to it quickly. So once the admin says it, he will go through it. Okay, this once you want to click on it to view it, you click here to view the report, or to view the complaint made. So this is where you view it. This is where you view the report made from either from the school or from the front desk officer. This is where you can view it. This one, why you are seeing this pending was because it is still pending because it has not been attended to. That's why you are seeing the pending over there. So next is here, the admin can set up to configure the front desk officers. He can, okay, this is where you can configure everything about the front desk officer. Now you can include references. These references are being used in this admission. They are all being used in this admission because you might be asked in this, while adding this admission, you might see reference where the person like reference, you might see. So they should add all these things there before adding admission or postal record. Response. Let's go to response. In this response, Response, probably if the response is good, this is where you guys to set up everything about, so it will be easier for the, because the front desk officer cannot add all these things, so the admin have to add all those things, so it will be easier for the lady or for the guy over there to know how to impute all these things. Calling purpose, okay, now for example, this is calling purpose. Why you called is for fees and co and everything. These things, all these things, and let me show you sample of what I'm saying. This place, fees, call purpose, call logs. Let me go to call logs. Let me show you this. Add call log. See it here. This is call purpose. Call purpose. Let's quickly do that now. Ongoing. Call purpose. See, you'll see fees. This is fees. This is the item there. So if you want to add all those things, you must set up all these things first. Set up all these things first before you could add call log. So this is call logs. This is call log. That, so this is how it is. Visiting purpose. This visits for visitors. Government. This is where you set everything up. Complaint. This is where you set everything up for them to be fee. Is it for fees? Are they complaining about fees? Are they complaining about hostel? Are they complaining about the facilities of teachers? This is where you include it first for the front desk officer to impute it and for it to be easier for them to insert. So let's quickly go to admission. This is admission to admit the students in the school. You create an admission. Let's click on create admission. Once you click on create admission, you select the branch you want. Click on filter. When you click on filter, you see this is a student admission. Note when creating this, I said this in earlier on, the academic section is 2023 to 2024. As you can see here, this is 2023-2024. So if you change this to 2024, it will change automatically. So if I'm inserting this data in this database, it's going to this section. But if you mistakenly change this thing to 2021, if you are inserting, it won't go to this place. It won't go. So if you are searching for a record of a student, you won't see it because you inserted wrongly to 2021. So quickly, this is the academic section. You select the register number and everything. You fill in the form here, student details, everything, and not the login details here. Okay, the login details here. You give the user or the students a login details. So on that aspect, now also the guardian they need to have a password. A password also. This is where you insert the password for the guardian or the parents. This is where you have to insert login for the parents. That was okay. One is this is login details for the students, while for the parents, this is their login details. From this place, you include their username and password. This is where you include it for them, so as they can also log in to know or to access their child's progress, to know how the progress of the child. Next is this online admission. Online admission only works. There's no. This is empty. It only works when a site has been created for the school. If a site was created for the school and the school do conduct online admission, this is when that you will see admissions here. But now school doesn't. This is a demo site and there's no front end in it. But if there's a front end and school do conduct online admission, you will see all those admission lists here. This you will see every list here that people that applied online. This is where you will see every list here. So in this multiple inputs, imports, multiple imports. Now you have to download this sample file before you can import. If you download it, then you can select your branch, class, section, and drag. Either you do drag and drop, or you you click on it and import it. After that, you click on import category. In this category, this is where you see you just insert a category for section left or for creating admission. You click on this, you create a category: general, school, commerce, primary, secondary. Like these things are needed by creating admission. So we are done with admission. So let's quickly go to student details. In this student details, this is where you see the list of students you have in each section or branch. These are the class, band, one, section, all sections. Filter, if tight. This is where you see all students. So we have only one student here. We only have one student. So this is a wisdom MA. Class is 1, section is first time, register number 001, row 1H3, carrier number, wisdom daddy, progress, this is 0%. And if you want to view the students, you can click here to view the students. Quick view to view the students. This is it. This is about the students. Now also, if you want to view details about the student, you click here. You click this place to view details, more details about the student. This is where you see if probably the student is owing any fees in the school. So when you click on these basic details, when you click here, you will see every details here. This is where you see you can also update from this place. You can also update the student details from here. You can also update it from here. This is where you can update after everything you update. Now here, fees. This is where you see the fees. If the student is owing admission, unpaid. This is where you see if the student has paid for anything, any payment, it will be checked. But the student is owing admission fee, sports fee, January month fee, exam fees, transport fee. These are all his dues and his much. And secondly, this authentication here, you can deactivate students from logging in. If you click on this deactivates, it brings out you can also change the password from here. You can also change the user's password from this place. Once you click on anything here, it will insert. But now when you want to deactivate the login student login, if you click here, it will show you this. You choose the reason: fraud. Notes, it's optional. This is optional. You click on updates. Once you do that, the student cannot log in again. Once you click on updates, the student cannot log in again. Is loading. Now the student cannot log in again because students deactivated. The student cannot log in again. So if you want to deactivate this account, I'll show you how to deactivate the account. Now let's go to promotion and history. Now if the student has a promotion like from KG1 or from nursery 1 or from primary 1 to 2, this is where you have the list. You have a list of promotions here. From primary 1 or primary 2, you have all the list of a promotion from this place. This is a section. Now book issue. If probably there was they issue the student's book, this is where you will see everything about the students. If probably he went to the library to collect book, this is where you see and they will insert everything. Everything is detailed in the software. If you collect book, it will be detailed. Everything is detailed in this software. Now this is exam results. This is the student results sheets. This is just like a summary of a student results. A summary. English, this is what he got. CA, total, everything. So this is his average, 45%, I guess. 45%. So he has passed. So you can equally change these results. So some schools always use A alphabet. Some do use numeric first, second. Some do use pass. So you can, I will show you how to change this result type pass. You can change it to anything the school uses, or if probably they're using A alphabet or numeric, because your if now for example this thing should be, once you have 45%, it should be okay, it should be tenth, or like tenth, or either tenth position in, if you're using numeric, for example. So I will show you how to change this to insert all these things. So let's, okay, parents information. This is where you see the student parents information, everything about the parents and the phone number, everything about the parents. This is where you see it. And documents, there's no documents here. You can also add documents, personal documents for them. Personal documents for them. This is where you can add personal documents for the students. So let me quickly show you how to deactivate, activate the student login. You go to this login deactivate. When you click on login deactivate, we have one person only that we deactivated his account. So if you want to deactivate the account, if you want to deactivate the account, this is where you go. You click on this checkbox. You click on this checkbox and click on authentication active. Here, down here, authentication active. When you click on this, done. We've activated it now. So let's go back to student list. If you go back to student list, you won't see student is deactivated again. So let's quickly check if we say search on the students details. You click on view details. When you click on view details, that's it. It's not here again. It's no longer, because it was here before. So now it's no longer here again. So this is a kind of reason for example, reason why you are deactivating a student login. So these are, we have fraud. You know, when I did that deactivate, I click on fraud actually, because I inserted this before, so you can insert your own here as many as you want in this place. Parents. These are list of parents we have in the school. List of parents. You click on search. These are list of parents. We have two parents here. So you can also view their profile. You can view their profile from this place. This is a profile, father, and any other thing you want. Basic details. You can also update their details from this place. This is where you can update their details. You can update their details from this place. From here. You can also add parents. You can also deactivate any parents login. You can also do that from this place. So if you want to add parents, you click on add parents. If you want to add any parents, you can also add parents from this place. This is where you add parents. From here you can add parents from here. So login deactivate. If probably you've deactivated any parents, so this is where you have to activate it. But now we don't have any. We didn't deactivate any parents, so there's none here. So let's go to employee. I thought about this reception. This is where you add any staff you want. For example, you want to add staffs, many staffs. This is where you add the staffs from here. So now let's click on the employee list. Let's check what we have there. This admin. We have only one admin. You can add multiple admin in this section. You can add multiple admin from this place. So you have teacher. I'll show you how to add all these things. Teacher, we have only one teacher here. Teacher, we have accountants. account we have nothing is nothing, and we don't have anything here at all. We don't have anything here. Librarian, we have all we have is zero. We don't have anything here. It's still is empty. Then receptionist is only one. We have one person inserted already, which will be taken care. So if and this person has his own login. If you click on this profile, the profile, let's check it. This is the login. This is the details inserted. So you create login details. You create all these things for every staff. This is a username. So you create all these things. You can also deactivate the front the front desk officer. So in everything, if you are creating all these things, you have to create this for all, even admin. You have to create it for admin. You have to create it for staff. You have to create it for teachers. You have to create. Okay, let's quickly do this. Now you can after this we will now go how to add designation. After that I will now show you how to add the employee, which is admin, teacher, accountant, and co. So I will not take easier. This is where you add employee or staff. So let's check how to add departments. Department simply means classes. It simply means classes. Either class 1, primary 1, primary 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. I guess 6 or so. JS1, JS2, JS3, JS4. Oh. JS1, JS2, JS3, SS1, SS2, SS3. So this is where you will insert it, and everything will be displayed here. Now let's add a designation of teachers or admin. Now you add it from this place. Teachers admin, teachers role. Okay, for example we have demo. You know, every teacher has his own, or every staff has his own designation. So this is where you add all those things. So why adding employee? You will be needing all these things. Why adding employee? You'll be needing, because why adding it? It will prompt you to add the teachers or the admin designation. Where is the person belongs to, where it belongs to. Yes. So this is where you add it. Let's quickly. So after you click on, you check on the branch, you now impute the designation. Sorry. Now let's go on to add employee. This is where you add employee and create a password for them. And even account number. You can also create account number for them. Yes, create account number for them. Social links. This is where you insert all those things. Employee details. So you will see less designation. Thank you. That's it here. So that's why I said you should add those things from this place. You can also add multiple imports. So and so on. So after you are done with everything, you click on save. From this place you click on save. So you can deactivate deactivate any staff, but now we don't have anybody. We deactivated their accounts. So if you search on this, you will see empty. It's nobody. So you can deactivate user's account or the staff's account. So we are done with the employee. So let's quickly go to card management. In this card management, this is where you see the student can generate their ID card. The student will see their card from this place. This is where the admin creates ID card. Not this is just like to eradicate all this manual processing, like workloads. Not going to the system. So you can do everything here from this place. So from here, this is a kind of demo we've created. So you can view the templates from this place. You can view it from here. This kind of a template we created. Only just the design, this background, this is what we created. So I will show you how it works. This is for students, and one is the ID card. Students have the ID card. Why employees have their own ID card. So here you add ID card. For this place you add ID card. This is where you add your ID card name, applicable user, the person you want. So is it student or employee? You choose it. Page layout. This is where you set up everything of the template you want. This is kind of to set up a template first. A template before you can create or generate ID card for students or employee. This is where you set it up. For example, if they have a landscape or anyhow they want it round, this is where you set everything up. After you are done, you insert tests if you want. After that, you click on save. So let's quickly generate one for students. This is where student ID card. Let's search for students. Class 1, section templates. Template 1. Let's search. Now here you can generate ID card for students. Now this is for students. Wisdom MA primary 1, primary category, okay, primary 1. Okay, this is where you click on generate. On this page you see how it looks like. You can change the expiring dates. You can extend it. So let's see how it goes. This is how it is. You can change. Let's see if it works. Okay, this is how it is. So you can print it out as you if you want. You can print it out. You can click on print to print it out. This is how. If Wisdom MA has a picture, the picture will be here. The picture will be here, and this is a live ID card. This is how it works. Name Wisdom MA, class 1, roll number 1, father's name Wisdom Daddy, DOB. This is the date of birth, and this is that. Okay, let's quickly go to employee ID card. Let's generate ID card for employee. We have student ID card and we have employee ID card. So let's quickly search for employee, and we don't have anyone for all this. We have only for receptionist and teacher. So let's click on teacher and templates, staff templates. You search. This is Blessing Chupodi, primary 1 demo teacher. So you click on generate. So once you click on generate, this is see the teacher has a picture already. So this is the picture. So this is Blessing Chupodi designation demo teacher. We use a demo teacher as an example. Blood group, so that's everything about it. So let's go to admit card templates. In this admit card template is where you okay. This is you first create the templates first. After this is where you create the templates from this place. You create the templates. This is where you create the templates. After this, you create templates. After that, this is the list. Okay, a sample we did, the template we did. Let me click on view. So this is the templates, how it is, how it looks like. The templates will create, and if you want to generate the admit card, for example, you want to create a admit card for either for examination or for anything crucial in the school or anything. This is where you create it for examination. So you create from this place. You check, you search. Let's search. Here, this is it. This is Samuel. You generate. Let's generate. This is it. Let's use portraits and perfect. Admit card first examination. This is what you have to issue the student to. If you're coming to school, print out this to enable us to know people that are eligible to take this exam. This is, for example, some schools always do it to take to have a card, permission card before you go in for examination. So this is, and this if you check down here, you'll see a timetable for each exam. The exam start from by the 17th July, time 11 to 2 a.m. This is the time for the exam. Hall E202. Next one is on 18th. Same time 7 everything. So I will show you how to insert all these things. I will show you how to insert all these things there. So and that's all for this card management. Next we'll treat certificates. Let's go.